Not the second guard, he said this morning.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, how are you?
And I've heard your wonderful voice.
And are you up north or are you down south?
I'm down south for the weekend. I have my final class weekend this weekend. So
Oh, that's great. Well, welcome home temporarily.
thank you. Yes, I'll be flying back on Monday, and then I'll be back in May. So
Face it, Nate, you're a jet setter.
a jet setter on Southwest. So I don't know what that says about me, but
Well, you're willing to economize. Of course, I think it's the only airline that logically flies between the two places.
reliably, yeah, and without spending too much money.
That's true. That's true. You're a good boy. Good boy. Well, best wishes on this last weekend before they release you.
Thank you. Yes, I'll be. It'll be after 3 years. I'll be glad to be done.
I bet. I bet. Oh, that's great. So we're about to start.
Yes, it looks like we have four. So we need two more board
You
members.
told me. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because there's like other people in the meeting for that. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
very good.
we're waiting for 2 o'clock and then two more board members.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, for that. Um, so you're not physically at the library, are you?
No, I'm at my office.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where Todd is making you work hard and catch up on things, and your desk was covered with a flurry of paperwork and little memos and
And
you know.
and somehow a fine film of dust for not being here for a month. So
Yeah, yeah, I would think so. Yeah, it's been windy. It has been. Yeah. I know you came home over the weekend because you wanted to be able to march in one of the protests against Trump. Tell the truth.
well, well, we're recording right now, Elizabeth, so we can talk about that. We can talk about that.
I'm just teasing you, of course. But I think they had them in Carson City as well as down here. So,
Yeah, and
you know.
it bungles up traffic in such a small city like that. So
Oh, I'm sure it does.
yeah,
Absolutely hadn't thought about that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
big
yeah.
big crowds. There have been some big crowds out there.
Oh, well, that's nice. It's nice that people are involved. What can I say? What's the weather like up there?
It's in the 60s. It's nice and
Oh, that's
it's
not bad.
yeah, 40s in
Yeah,
the morning, so it's chilly, but then the highs have been in the 60s, so it's rather pleasant, until then I come down here and it's 80, but I'm still wearing 60s clothes
okay.
when I get
Just
off
like the
the plane.
rest of us schools. But the weather keeps shifting around here. I mean, it's very strange. I mean, we've had really hot days, and then 4 or 5 days later, it's like chilly and windy. Of course, the wind comes no matter what. So,
Yeah, Carson City,
what
there
can
were
I say?
6 false springs. But with that, it looks like we have a quorum, but Trustee White looks like she stepped away. So we'll wait until Trustee White gets back, and then we'll convene this. It should be pretty quick because it's just the one item. So
Sure, it's no problem. I'm available. And of course, then we get to tell Kelvin how proud we are for him, how happy we are, how appropriate his latest award is. Um,
Thanks, Elizabeth. Everybody, welcome. Have a great after. Hope you're having a great afternoon. I'm here doing some repairs to the home front. So that's where I'm at today.
Lucky dog. There's always something. Whether you own a property or wherever you live, there's always something that grabs your attention.
Well,
So,
we're going to go ahead and get started, Elizabeth. So I am going to call this meeting of the the special board meeting of the Las Vegas Clark County Library District Board of Trustees to order at 2:01 p.m. Miss Nance, could you call roll, please?
Chair Wah,
Here.
Trustee Rogers, Trustee Whiteley,
Here.
Trustee Sanchez,
Here.
Trustee Dukowski,
Here.
Trustee White,
I see her, but she's so we'll mark her here.
Trustee Williams, Trustee Jones,
Here.
Trustee Fiddler,
Here.
Trustee Foyt,
here.
and we do have a quorum, Chair.
Thank you, and please mark anyone who isn't here as absent excused. So we'll move on to agenda item number 2, public comment. Do we have anyone signed up for public comment?
No, we don't.
Okay, I'll close public comment, move to agenda item number 3, board action to accept proposed agenda. Do I have a motion?
I so move.
A motion from
Trustee
Trustee Foyt. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Trustee Turner Whiteley. Any discussion on the agenda? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, no.
Aye.
The agenda is accepted. Agenda item number 4, new business. 4A, discussion and possible board action regarding authorization for staff to execute a contract with Orange Boy Incorporated for a direct mail marketing campaign in support of new card signups and the 2025 Summer Challenge. Director Ward.
So good afternoon, board members, Chair Wah, Council Welt, Executive Director Watson. For the record, I'm Betsy Ward, Branding and Marketing Director, and I really appreciate all of your time in the middle of your busy Fridays. So funds are allocated in the general fund for a direct mail marketing campaign in support of new library card signups and the 2025 Summer Challenge campaign. Orange Boy Inc. is the library district's software provider. This system is integrated with the district's catalog and provides branding and marketing in all of our departments with real-time data analytics. We've been working with Orange Boy for 2 years, testing small direct mailings across our service area with great success. We are able to specifically target non-cardholder, low-income households with children, as well as those where Spanish is spoken. We're able to do this because Orange Boy also interfaces with U.S. Census data, which allows them to pinpoint U.S. postal addresses that we do not currently have within our library card membership roles. This allows us to target any specific demographics that we choose. As I mentioned, for example, low-income households with children, as well as those where Spanish is spoken, but in every zip code across our service area. This year's campaign will build on the success of last year's campaign, which included a kids and teens brochure, along with 2 follow-up postcard messages to 40,000 households at a cost of $73,000 or $1.84 per household. Overall, during last year's Summer Challenge campaign, we saw a 31% increase year over year in library card signups. And the Summer Challenge engagement results were also phenomenal. Year over year, we saw a 54.68% increase in Summer Challenge registrations, a 33.84% increase in completed activities, and a 26.6% increase in total completions. This year's intent is to reach a much wider swath of non-cardholder households across our service area to invite them to join us for the 2025 Summer Challenge and to sign up for a library card. The scope of service with Orange Boy Inc. for this year's campaign includes assistance with strategic planning, printing and mailing for our Summer Challenge kids and teens brochures, printing and mailing of 2 follow-up postcards, as well as a blanket of mobile ads across the Las Vegas Valley, which guarantee a minimum of 500,000 impressions, plus follow-up reports that track our results. The district has budgeted $148,000, which will allow us to reach 86,500 households with 3 mailings per household at an average cost of $1.71 per household. So I'm happy to take questions.
Are there any questions for Director Ward?
This is Elaine Sanchez. I have a question.
Trustee Sanchez. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So my question is regarding the contract, and you said you're going to be able to outreach to more people with Orange Boy. Is there a way for us that if we did approve something like this, would we be able to look at the amount that's paid and then how many additional folks you were able to sign up with a library card in those zip codes that you say are difficult to reach? Is there a way for us to get a report on that afterwards so we see what the benefit is for the contract?
Yes, absolutely. So it's not, I just want to make sure I was clear about this. So it's not so much the zip codes that are hard to reach. It's that to reach people who do not have library cards. The way we speak to our card holders is through email addresses. Well, we don't have those for non-card holders, and many non-card holders may not even know what a library is, or they may have a perception a library is a place where you go and you get shushed and all we have is books. So what we're looking to do is break through with those people whose lives we could so dramatically improve and uplift by inviting them in and letting them know. They may have just moved here and they may not even know that we have such a robust library district. So what we're able to do with using the census data through Orange Boy is compare the existing addresses that we have in our system and then find the ones that we do not have, specifically around zip codes around our branches, but we try to go as far out from the branch as we can, like a 2-mile radius if we can. It depends upon how much money we have to spend because it's a cost per item that we mail. But we can absolutely provide a performance. And in fact, the data that I just read to you, the percentage increases that we saw between 2003 when we did not use Orange Boy mailings and 2004 when we did, and the improvements were incredible, really dramatic. So we're hoping for that again, and we will absolutely report back.
Okay, because I just think that's important. So then that way
Yes.
just that's wonderful. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And I will add that the great thing about Orange Boy as a marketer, when I came into the library district, I was used to the tools that we had at the advertising agency that I had been at for years. And I came to learn that libraries really didn't have that ability to track performance because of the privacy issues around making sure no one knows what people are checking out and that kind of thing. So this software developed by Orange Boy was really specifically developed by librarians for librarians and able to integrate into the catalog so that we're able to see the engagement that we get when we do a mailing, but it also shows us not so much what people are reading, but the categories. Like we have like bedtime stories. So we know people that fall into that category because they tend to check out children's literature. So we have these segmented demographics that they provide us with, and we are really able to go deeply into those results and see how we're performing. And it's just so important for marketing to have that ability.
I agree, and thank you. And the other question is the contract is, can you, for the record, state what the contract term is?
I'm not sure what you mean. For this particular project?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it would just be for Summer Challenge.
Okay, thank you.
Summer Challenge officially begins May 15th and runs through July 31st.
Perfect. Thank you.
Are there any other questions for Director Ward?
I have a question.
Trustee Fiddler.
Either. Yep. I don't know if this is in your purview, but if we are planning on increasing that many people who are participating in summer reading, are we also able to ensure that they are getting the guaranteed prizes and that proportionally the eligibility for the drawing prizes is about the same?
Well, that's a good question. The more people that participate, I guess you could say that chances to win would tend to go down, but we have had many meetings about the different kinds of prizes that we're ordering, and we have a lot of prizes, different levels. We have the Library Foundation book bucks that are available. Branding and marketing has a whole range of prizes that we provide: tote bags, water bottles, library branded swag, basically. So we have a lot of prizes. So we certainly hope that we wouldn't run out, and we would address that if it was looking like that could happen. But that'd be a good problem to have.
Okay.
We would probably go order some more.
Okay, so we didn't see that problem when we had like the big increase in 2024.
Oh, no.
Okay, beautiful. All right, thank you.
Thank you. That's a good question.
Any other questions for Director Ward?
I'd just like to say really quickly that I love that you're doing this. I love that you piloted it last year. I love that you saw the success, proved the success, and are doubling down and reaching more people, because as you know, that is my soapbox. The more people we can get through the doors, the more we can convert them into users and just show the community everything you have to offer. So great job, Betsy.
Thank you so much.
And with that, I would entertain a motion. Don't be shy.
Let me just pull it up, get the wording right.
Okay.
Okay, so I motion to authorize staff to execute a contract with Orange Boy Inc. for a direct mail marketing campaign in support of the new card signups and the 2025 Summer Challenge at a cost not to exceed $148,000. Final contract subject to review by council.
We have a motion. You have a motion from Trustee Whiteley, a second from Trustee White. Is there any discussion on the motion? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carries. Agenda item number 5, public comment. Ms. Nance, do we have anyone signed up for public comment?
No, we don't.
I'll close public comment, move on to agenda item number 6, adjournment. Council Welt, 12 minutes.
Special meeting doesn't count.
So with that, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We have a motion from Trustee Foyt. Do I have a second?
I'll second. One of you.
I'll pick. I was looking at Trustee Whiteley when I heard it. So second by Trustee Whiteley. Any discussion on the motion? No. Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, no. We are adjourned at 2:14 p.m. Thank you, everybody. See you in May.
Thank you very much.
Nice weekend.
Bye.
Excellent.
Thank you all so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good to see you, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Appreciate it.